Hey again, fellow creatures. This is Dangerous Snallygaster coming at you with another um, failed starting to this video. I am so sorry. Trying to figure out exactly how I want to do things as a content creator is being so wonderful. You're just always in your own head about how it is. But anyways, we're back at Siralim Ultimate. Um, we completed the first level of the Frostbite Dungeons. Our squad, I was going to do a quick recap on, but I think before we do that, I want to see about making some changes. Because, yeah, while we have a pretty good crew, I think we need to start diversifying a little bit more. So I'm taking a look at what some of our options are here. Don't really have a ton of great ones, I feel. It's mostly life, sorcery, and nature at the moment. But I think we're going to take... Yeah, I think we're going to hold off for now and try to build up a little bit more knowledge. I'm happy with the team as it is. We're doing pretty good work. So, yeah, let's just quickly run through everything. We have our Dread Spectre, who is continuing to be a terrible entity. Our Unicorn Vivifier. Our Centaur Ranger. The Ebony Ent. Terror Hound. And the Barb Balladeer. Actually, before we get going, let's take a look. Craft a new spell gem. So let's see what we can craft here. I think maybe... Poison Arrow seems pretty interesting, but it would be going on our end, and I don't think... Shell Burst seems pretty great. Let's get that. And let's actually upgrade it a little bit. And then we can equip it to our... Just looking over to make sure I'm actually recording. Sorry about that. And now we can equip that here. So now our Ent has an attack spell. Alright. Let's head further down into the Frostbite Caverns. The main thing that kept me from wanting to create our party members, I noticed a lot of our newer options only have a knowledge rating of F, and I think if we just encounter and fight them a little bit more, we'll be able to create a higher quality monster. I believe that's how it works. So let's just take care of this. Actually, let's go ahead and talk to you real quick. We seem to be doing quite well for ourselves. Oh. What did we get? The Brimsmith. Oh, that's nice. We should try to get that too. I still haven't actually done any off-screen grinding in this, despite saying I have. I feel like things have kind of been, oh, what the hell are you? Oh, it's the Warhammer monsters. I'm sure they have an actual name, I just don't know what it is. We'll deal with them real quick. They sure are bulky though. Okay. Let's desecrate. That did not kill. Let's shell burst. That killed. Magic missile. There we go. They seem to be weak to sorcery. Of course, we don't have all of our buffs that we were rocking at the toward the tail end of that last dungeon. So we need to look for some more campfires to try to alleviate that. Our bard's now level 4. That's good. Got us some firewood. Yeah, anyway, so I was talking about earlier how, as somebody who just kind of popped into this content creation deal for reasons that I'm frankly still trying to figure out that for myself. I find myself more and more just trying to figure out exactly what I should be saying at different points. So like right now, I'm just trying to find topics of conversation. It's a lot easier when you have people. Destroy the Defiler to claim. Okay. And they're led by the Blood Crusader, who looks cool. So part of what I'm trying to do is figure out exactly topics of conversation I can kind of have just on my own with minimum engagement, and be able to carry a bit while not associating with people like I do on my live streams, because on those right now I do it mostly with my husband and his friend, so it's a little easier for things to just kind of naturally go a certain way. Man, we got so much out of that. Another emblem. More purple ambers. We might be getting enough amber to actually consider doing some artifacts. Lots. Curio if it's snaring. This is actually another thing I was hoping to get more of, because we have a pretty easy way to inflict ensnare right now. Anyways, while I'm streaming by myself, I'm sorry, not streaming. While I'm recording by myself, it's more just trying to figure out how to keep myself from having a bunch of dead air at times. I know on Godzilla Voxel Wars that's going to be an issue because I just keep running into puzzles that I need to sit there and think about. But I try to at least explain what my logic is as I go through it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying that. I won't know for a while because of given how everything is for our life, I think it's pretty easy to just record a bunch of this stuff in advance. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm decided that recording feels especially easy when you kind of get into a nice groove with it, and yeah, when you get into a nice groove of things, it becomes pretty easy to just sit there and crank out a couple of hours worth of videos, especially when you have a game that's really been enjoyable to do. I'm just bouncing around all over the place with my conversations, like I said in the end of my other video, like a schizophrenic. I warned you guys. It's what it's gonna be. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Again, I doubt anybody really knew what they were doing when they first started up any of this. I still don't quite know what the ultimate goal out of any of this is other than probably just my own satisfaction. And also the ability to finish some of these games that I've been having in my backlog forever. I've had Siralim Ultimate for years now, and this is the most. And before doing this Let's Play series, I had only played 15 minutes of it. I can't tell you why I stopped in particular, but I just moved on to other things, and this is the most time I've given it. I've kind of feel rotten not giving it more time before, because this feels a lot more up my alley than some of the other games I've given a ton of time to. Like for instance, Mass Effect Andromeda. I actually beat that game. I don't feel great about having beaten that game. It's just bad. I mean, do we really need to turn this into another relitigation for all the ways that Mass Effect Andromeda was not very good? I don't think there's a need to produce more audio out there about how bad, wow, that game is, and how it just feels like such a downturn from what the Mass Effect series was. But I'll go ahead. But I guess one of the big things I had out of it was they had a chance to really do something interesting and different by taking everything to a new galaxy for reasons. Yeah, you created a whole new galaxy, because I guess you felt so constrained by the old galaxy. Well, constrained by the story elements of the old galaxy. You just didn't want to give an answer to what happened to Commander Shepard. And what happened with all the conduit and nonsense in Mass Effect 3. Oh, 4 of them this time. And so the answer was we just run away from it as fast as we can. Which, congratulations, you did that. And we now kind of have the end result, which is no path forward and having to deal with, frankly, worse and more limited setting. Whoa, okay. This is bad. I need to cast some magic missiles. Okay, I hope the team is now half of our team is still frozen. This is not great. The Bard is going to have to be holding it down. Yes! Oh. That actually got scary. I think that was the toughest fight we've had in a while. At least since we've gotten a full party. Oh boy. Full party of these jokers. Let's go ahead and get some leeching going. Man, this is going a lot better than I thought it would. And that has been, this shelled ability has been a lifesaver. I didn't mean to cast that twice. Darn it! I need to slow my roll. Tranquilo. Okay. Tranquilo. Get 5% more resources for battles. That's good. Clawing Comb. Outlast no longer. At the start of battle, the races of the last 3 creatures in your party are changed out of the first creature in your party. That is weird. I'm sure there's uses for it, but I'm just struggling to think of those at the moment. But then again, I've only just started, so... What would I know? We're proficient now. Cool. Give him some firewood, keep going. I know there's the block of ice there with the Yeti in it. Yeti encounter in it. We'll deal with that here in a second. Oh, hey, there's a nice little number in this once it gets going. Okay, granite gold. I think we gotta start by attacking this. And yeah, let's go ahead and try to finish off the granite gold. We did not finish off the granite gold. We might be able to kill this. Yes, we can. Vented and shelled. Vented and shelled. Great. Darn it. Let's cast Nightmare on you. Keep casting Magic Missile card. As I take a sip from my drink here. Anyway, for those who are following along on this journey, if any of you've played any of the Siralim games before, what drew you to these games initially? What made you want to pick this up? In my case, the reason I initially purchased it is, like I said, I'm a lover of all things that are creature collectors. I love the Pokemon games. I love Dragon Quest monsters. All those, anything that's in that wheelhouse is kind of right up my alley. And I wanted to pick this, and I saw this like for $2 on a Steam sale. Picked it up. Didn't only play it for 15 minutes, and it just ended up lost in the sea of other games on my Steam list, like many of my purchases. Yeah, perhaps that's gonna just be a goal of this channel, is clearing out the old Steam list. I'm sure plenty of people do that already. So I'm not exactly gonna be breaking new ground here. Let's do a shell burst on the monstrous gargantuan. And desecrate you. Alright, our bard's up. Magic missile. The bard has ended up being quite the game changer for us in a way that I didn't anticipate. Having somebody that's able to just do magic damage is helping a lot. Now that we actually have our Ent able to do that too, should be a little bit more smooth sailing as we continue to diversify our damage. I was talking about replacing the Centaur Ranger. As much as I love Terrorhound, just from its design and everything, I might have to replace the Terrorhound because, well, our Dread Spectre is also of the undead variety. So, we talked about wanting to cut down on the typing clashes. We're at knowledge level F with Firebrand, so we should be able to get a pretty decent one now. Or as good as it's going to be for us. Yeah, let's take out the Firebrand. Take it. Almost took him out. Now we've taken him out. the Ebony-End's actually coming along a lot better than I thought. The main reason I keep it around right now is that mend ability that it has is really great. Being able to start with the ability to just regain your 15% of your health per turn. Having that steady regen, it's going to cut down on the number of healing I need to actually do. So maybe I'll change out the unicorn too, because I've honestly not been too impressed with the unicorn. And I feel like there's other things I could be taking into my party that are more interesting. Does that break everything around here? So maybe that's part of the... So maybe we're going to have a more substantive shake-up to the team than I initially anticipated. Let's clear this out, and then we might be good to leave this area. Jeez. So yeah, them being weak to life is just ruining. It's just kind of making this an entire joke. That. Of course, they attack the mage. Just kind of hoping to find more creature types. I don't really think we've encountered anything new in particular yet. I guess. Oh! We got a decoration now. A decoration, not a decoration. That is a different thing, and I am not that type of streamer. This is not going to be reshared on OnlyFans. I've heard that some people actually do that. They do gaming and stuff, and then they put it up on OnlyFans. I don't know why. Does anybody actually go into OnlyFans and wanting to like watch somebody play I don't know, Apex Legends and jerk while jerking off? It just does not feel like something we need to necessarily concern ourselves with. I don't think that's a really big audience to be worrying about. Or maybe there is a big audience for it, and I mean, there's the obvious joke with Twitch and having just chatting being the top category. Just chatting, you're in my bathing suit and everything. Now that I'm done shaming other content creators, let's continue making my content. Let's go back to Siralim. We are probably going to be going into Depth 6 shortly after, so I think now is as good time as ever. If we're going to be trying to look to do any big team shakeups, this is when we should be considering it. So the Blood Crusader has a really good ability. So does Terrible Piss. And that gives us another cast, which we've kind of been running into an issue with not having enough of them. Jesus, this thing is slow. We also only have an F with Terrible Piss. Yeah, you know what? We're not going to worry about changing up the party quite yet. I think we've got a lot of good things going. actually gotten a couple of new spells. That's interesting. I think we're going to make a rend. Now I'm going to try doing something I haven't actually done. I'm going to see if I can equip non-element. Okay, no, I can't. All the more reason to keep things diversified then. So we need to create Rare Dispel. Current creature, your creature's debuffs and enemy buffs are removed. That could actually be very useful. So let's get Chastise. And we'll also pick up Greater Dispel. Let's upgrade. Man, that ended up being a waste. Right now it is. Alright, so I can only equip elements to creatures that are of a particular... I can only equip spell gems to them if they belong to that particular group. So that's going to limit some things. There we go. I think now we should go and look at upgrading some artifacts. Let's upgrade... Let's get everybody up to tier 7 at least. Let's look at socketing some upgrades here. Do we have anything? Okay, yeah, we do. And this is a staff, so... Alright, that's on our Bard Balladeer. Let's go up to our Ebony Ent, and we're going to give him the... Can we do this? We need 3 of them. Alright, we'll give it to Curio if it's daring. And I think... we also put on you... health and attack. Alright, so we don't really have anything we can stack yet on there. Unicorn Vivifier. We want... Yes, we want attack and speed. Do we have... We don't have enough. Speed. Intelligence. Actually, intelligence would be the worst. Defense and speed might not be that. Actually, yeah, let's do defense and speed. And Slate of Rebirth. Creature has a chance to gain rebirth when it deals damage with attacks or spells. Considering that's our cleric, let's actually do that. Boy, the options are just kind of limited. Attack and defense. And Terror Hound. Don't quite have enough there. I think boosting its speed just kind of feels like a waste. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it classy right there. And I think we're at a pretty good stopping point for this episode. Next one, I think we're gonna be at the boss for for the caverns. So I look forward to you joining me there. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. This is Dangerous Snallygaster here. Have have yourselves a good time.